Alright, let's take a look on how to do the bomber braids, and if you're still new, please just give me your attention and we follow all this. Alright, this is how it's going to be. We're going to, I think she had some damage here. Yes, so I'm going to try to be as gentle as possible so that we can still do this bomber braid. The style is very simple, and I would like you to give me your attention so that we can do it, because it has got a couple of steps that you would want to need to follow, yeah, so that you also learn how to do it. The first thing, we are going to first make the lines. I always make lines in front like this, number one. Yes, after doing the number one, it's just according to the braids that you're going to use, but always the braids are always big. And I told you, when you're doing big braids, obviously you have to make a line that is going to be to favor the braid that you're going to use. So when I'm done with that, you can see my first line, that's how it is. So I'm going to try to line out my second line. Yes, just like that. You see the hair that I'm using is just according to the braids that I'm going to be using too, so that it doesn't damage my hair. So when I'm doing this, I'm trying to cut the line number 2, yeah, because as a mask there's supposed to be 3 lines. Yes, there's supposed to be 3 lines, no matter how your head small it is, but still you have to make 3 lines. Maybe you can reduce on the hair, so this is my number 3 line. For it is always half, like on top, just like that. This kind of a style is somehow it's a bit hard if you don't follow all these steps, because at the end of it all, you will find yourself you're not getting it right. So it's always good to follow some of these steps. And I would like to welcome everyone who is watching right now. Thank you so much for loving Maurice the Crochet Master. Yes, I love you too. I love you so much. So we're doing this as I'm trying to start my inside cornrows. Yes, this is how I do it. And I told you I'm going to try to be as I'm going to try to be very careful here and try to be gentle, because she has got some damage with her hair, yeah, on her scalp. She got some damage, I think, when there were she had something she had plaited. Yes, so this is how I keep on doing my inside cornrows, and trust me, you also have to learn the inside cornrows because let's try to be speedy here, yeah, so that we get to reach on the main point. The main point here is like this. After cutting my 3 lines, I just had to leave them free, and then I bring my cornrows this big up to here, and then I'm trying to sew the remaining cornrow to be inside. So I'm going to first with my first line. When it is done, now I'm doing the second line. I always want to show you the exact point that you want to learn, so that we don't overskip, because sometimes people skip and you find you're missing out the very important things that you'd want to see. So when you're done with this, you see how I'm doing it. I'm trying to cut the 3 lines, and when I'm done with that, yes, I'm going to add all these, and this is how I do it. Adding this, and just make it this way, just here, and after here I bring it this way, and then I start braiding Braiding is the same thing that we always do. But those ones who have been following my previous videos, I've been showing you how to braid, how to may adjust the kinky braids, yes, how to make them very short. Yeah, all those are my previous videos, and if it's your first time to be on this channel, you can also go and check it out, because yeah, you'll be able to learn all this. So this is how we keep on doing it. Yeah, but I would like to tell you here, when you're doing the bomber braid, the most important thing you're supposed to follow are the boxes. Please make sure that the boxes are very sorry, I have some flu but it's okay. If you listen to if you're understanding what I'm saying, yeah, it's fine. When you're doing the the bomber braids, all you can do, try to make your boxes very neat. You understand? Like, all boxes that you're making, try to see that they are very neat, because if you try to make when you're doing the lines, if they're crooked, trust me, your work is not going to be very okay. Yeah, so that's how we keep on doing it. And you can try to see the way I'm braiding it. Let's try to be speedy here, so that we get rich on the main point. And you're seeing my front the way it is. I'm trying to make my lines very clear, because it's the most important thing. You have to make your lines very clear, trust me. Yeah, that one is going to give you more credit, and even it will make your work very neat. So as usual, we always use the molding gel to make these ones very to bring them together, so that we can braid our thing. And this is how we do it, braiding slowly by slowly. And then when we start braiding, it's always very simple. You bring this, put it up on this one down, then you start braiding. This is the most it's the best way you can protect your hair with the kinky braids whenever you start this way. No matter how, even if you're doing twists, still you can start it this way, then after you do the twisting. Yes, so when I'm done with that, you can see how I'm doing it. It's the same the way we do the braid. So let's try to be a little quick here, so that we can see the main point. After finishing the braiding, yes, you have to try to put in the anti-itchy oil. Yes, you put in the anti-itchy oil, and when you're done with the anti-itchy oil, remember we're going to be holding our puff very firm. So the anti-itchy is always very okay to put inside, because since our braids are going to be puffed, so it might take long for someone, let's say, to oil there. So that's why I always prepare it with the anti-itchy oil, or sometimes we apply the oil so that our scalp is also protected. You understand? So when you're done with that, you try to puff all these braids. Yeah, slowly by slowly, you just try to puff them. You can see I'm doing it. Just try to make them a puff, just like that. And when you're done with that, you see I'm doing it. You make sure they're on the same line. So let's try to be a little bit speedy here, because at least you can see. You make sure it is on the very same line. like make sure the lines are correct. Then when you're done with that, you bring your threads, and then you try to tie very tight. Make sure it is very tight. I always work with my team, you also know that. And so when you're done with that, you just bring this, and then you start plaiting. You understand? You start plaiting it this way. Wow. So when you're done plaiting, you can see how it looks. Wow, you can see how it looks. Then after doing all these, it's when you start doing the crocheting. So crocheting, it's also very, very simple, though you're supposed to follow the lines that when you're doing these crochet, like when you're crocheting in the kinky. So just try to be very careful, just like this, careful, and somehow try to be gentle. So this is how we twist it. You understand? This is how we keep on twisting it. Yeah, it's a bit very simple. So let's just try to be speedy here, because I want to take you to the main point so that you see everything that we do. It's just you be following the other lines. You remember they're inside the one you've been doing, and then this is how you keep the twisting when you're done with it. Yes, after doing the twisting, this is how you keep on twisting very, very slowly. And I try to look at where are the sides that are missing. If there are some sides that are missing, then you try to feed in the kinky so that it's all very, very well packed. And then after that, you try to measure to give it to try to measure them. Yes, sorry. Just like that, you try to measure them, like so that they can be on the same level, though they be following the steps. Yes, because they're on the same size. So you just try to trim them a little bit, and when I see somewhere is missing something, I try to bring it. Even if you crochet it on top of the braid, there's no any problem. Yes, since we have already made it's already firm. Yes, it's already firm there. So this is how we do it, and it's very, very perfect. And all that, I would like to shout out to everyone who is watching me. If you're United States of America, if you're United Kingdom, if you're Netherlands, those ones in Canada, United Emirates, Kenya, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, I love you so much, and thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. This is how we do it, and trust me, my name is Maurice, the Crochet Master, and I go by the names of Maurice, the Crochet Master, on my personal Instagram. So you can still follow me up, and we chat more. For now, I sign out, guys. Let's watch the ending part, because at least we have learned. Yes, we have learned. So you're just going to see how it ends and how it is going to look with all the best things that we do on the finishing, because I told you the finishing is always the best. So thank you so much, those ones who have been with me ever since I started, and I hope you're learning something from those videos that I'll be uploading. Yes, so this is how it is, the Bomba Braids. Yes, I love you so much, and for now, let me sign out.